keeping the momentum going, keeping the grind going, back with another video, another day. And guess what? It gets brutal and tough at these times. Like today, we got a day off. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Like I haven't been taking my naps in the middle of the day like I normally have. And those be my like little reset. I know yesterday I kind of like forced myself to try to take a little nap, and I only slept for like an hour maybe. I normally try to get like 2 hours in because I need that recharge. It's like it's like your phone battery. You can't go all day without recharging your battery. And those mini naps for me would be my recharge for the day. And that's a part of this journey that we all gonna go through, is just the days I just don't feel like it. The days I just don't feel like it. The days you just feel like, man, I am sick of this grind. I'm sick of all this tedious work that I gotta do every single day. I'm just tired of the constant grind every single day. It gets annoying at times. It gets very annoying at times. It's like, bro, why can't I just get to the point where everything is already done? Why haven't I not been to where I'm trying to be at? Why haven't I got the money, the chicken, the guap that I need now so I can be happy and free and go and buy a bunch of things and say I made a bunch of money and post it and do this and do that? That's not what the real work looks like. The real work looks like, whew, I'm tired. My mind tired. I'm tired of being on all social media. That's one thing about this. Like in this concept of what I'm building, I'm building out I'm doing the editing part, I'm creating the videos, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything when it comes to creating the whole brand, like step by step, the socials, everything. And it's just like, if you've done any work like trying to do something with media, that editing process is a beast. And that's what takes it out of you. It's not the point that I gotta make videos, it's the editing process. I gotta edit so much. And then you think about it. Dang, I just edited these videos. I got another 10 to edit tomorrow. I got a podcast I need to edit. And it's like you start thinking about all the work, then I gotta work and formulate my other parts of the business at the same time. It can get very overwhelming at times and it make you not want to do it. That's normal. But we push through anyways. We push through anyways. That's just the mindset that we have to cultivate along this process, because it's not going to be easy. It's a mental battle. Because at first you're so worried about trying to get to a point where you're profitable or even making any money, because it kind of seems like, well, I'm doing all this work and ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing formulating. I don't see nothing. And you have to get out of that mindset and get into the mindset of, everything I do is for a purpose. If I put my mind towards everything that I do for the purpose of what I'm doing it for, it's going to reap its own value. The value will come. If you build it, they will come. The great Rome, as the saying says, was not built in a day. And how many people do you know or don't know who spent their time not wanting to sit there and build that goddamn stadium the whole time because it was annoying? Knowing you have to get up and do this and go put some rocks and clay and do and whatever. I don't know how it was built, but I know it took a long time, and I know they worked, and I know they didn't want to be there every day. But till this day, it still stands. It still stands. So when you are building something that's meant to stand the test of time, to really like get you out of your situation, to change your life, the type of work and then mental fortitude you must have to just push yourself. Because I always say this, no one is forcing me to get up here and talk to you guys. No one is forcing me to have a vision to strive for something bigger than me and challenges and trying to acquire something that would change the world. Not even change the world, change my family's world, my inner world. Just really do something that's never been done in your spectrum of life. Is comes with a lot of, to be honest, it comes with a lot of boredom because it comes with a lot of tedious work because all it really is doing the same thing over and 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 over. Like you think about games, we practice and practice and practice to play a 40-minute game, but how many hours did you put in before? And how many seasons and how many people work all summer or all season to try to win a championship and ultimately they don't win it? But even to have that opportunity, how much more before every game, how many hours of practice that you're putting in? A game is 40 minutes running time without overtime, a normal game. But how many hours you might have? Our normal practices is 40 hours. So we go 4 times as much on a normal day to prepare for the day. And that's the same thing in building wealth. You have to put in 4, 5, 10 times. If you read the book, well, I think what's the billionaire name? With the real estate, I can't remember his name at the moment, but he wrote a book called 10X. 10X, and you have to do 10 times. I honestly believe in my aspect as a black man. I always tell black men, other basketball players that I meet and run into, because like I say, I can relate to a black basketball player because that's what I am. And I always tell them, yes, you're going to have to work twice as hard, be twice as good, do twice as much. Because that's really what the lifestyle entails. I have to be good all the time. I have to be so good that when I have a bad day or it's not a good day, my good days overshadow all of that. Because you have to work and be good at all times because your job. Like I was talking yesterday, yesterday, they probably released like 8, 9 people. First half, they cut, we're going to make a change. 8, 9 people are gone. Boom, boom, boom. You signed up to be in this situation. That's sometimes how it be. And you it kind of forces you, like in this situation, in this league, to really, you have to continuously do the extra in order to just maintain. Just maintain. To be able, in this aspect, I work and take the money to invest, to build. So I need this money. This is like my seed money. This is the money. This is the fuel to the engine, to the system that I'm building. This is what adds to it. I have I need to fuel it. The money is the fuel. Basketball is the fuel to build my empire, my system that will sustain me and my family for 100 years. But it all starts from here. You got to have something to put the money to start you up. Like you're a startup. And the basketball for me is the money that I use for the startup, to start the business, to start trading, to invest in trading. You have to have some type of money to put that up, to start and invest in those things. And that's what basketball is to me. However, there's going to be days where that junk just sucks. And you got to be good. Like, there's days I do not want to come on here and just be telling y'all this, but I got to, because it is a decision that you have to make to say, you know what? We finna do this thing. I'm finna go to the weight room. I'm finna go to the sauna. I made my 10 videos. I'm finna study some more on my stocks. For me right now, it's Sunday. I get excited because it's another week to earn money. This whole weekend, I was focusing on the digital marketing side. I've started revamping a course, Inside the Mind of the Champion. I'm redoing it. and like making it more transformational, more action steps, more realistic game moves, more realistic scenarios that you're going to be into, that I'm really touching into more. Like I said, I made it back then, but now I'm redefining it so I can make it more, instead of just a bunch of content, make it something actionable that you have to take these steps in order. Because if you don't take the steps, that, well, first of all, that's on you. But if you actually take this step to get the course, you actually taking this step. People aren't going to do things unless they got skin in the game. The more you pay attention. You buy something for $300, you're going to actually do whatever that thing says. If it's a book that costs $300, you're going to read that book. You're going to try to apply something in that, because that's the value. You've made an even exchange. Most of the time people don't take free advice is because they got it for free. They don't value it. So what I'm doing is giving you something of value that you can actually take and use to enhance your mind, enhance your game, enhance your pockets. What you should be working on to prevent injuries, what you should be stretching, like the type of stretches you should be doing to give you longevity in the game. And I can only say that from what I've done. From when I had surgery and I had real bad problems with my knee and I couldn't get it couldn't get right. I just couldn't bounce back until I met someone. She started teaching me these specific yoga stretches for basketball players. For me, I just stuck to my little core ones, and they've helped me. I can only show you what I've been through and the things that I've been through. And that's what I'm saying, as far as you just have to keep going. Keep going, even when the things get, like, it's going to get moments where you're like, man, I just don't feel it today. There's a time for that, and there's a time to lock in. We're in a lock-in mode because it creates the rhythmic pattern in your brain to understand that I'm doing this no matter what. I'm doing this no matter what. So because it is creating the will, literally building the character. Like that's what you have to build a character, and the best way to build it is through repetition. That's how I know what they say. Repetition is the father of all learning. Through repetition, through doing the certain reps, to going through the checklist, through saying the same things, the affirmations, the words that you're repeating to yourself. I do it to myself all the time. I have a game day affirmation that I listen to before every single game. It's like my primer. The words that you say to yourself all the time to get you going, to get that drive in you, to just make you keep pushing and keep going and understand what's your mission of what you're doing while you're on the court and life. And that primer of what you're doing, the repetition of saying, you can hear it one time, okay, you hear it 1,000 times, things start to change. You hear it 10,000 times, you're a whole different new person. Building it through repetition. So that was my step towards working and building the brand. Because every day, that's the whole that's the whole point of this series, the Money Playbook, is to give the real, give y'all the real life, everyday thought process, what I worked on today. I worked on it was a lot of planning today as well. Like I said, I did my 10 TikToks. Why we do 10 TikToks? Well, you have to build a brand, and TikTok is just one of those places where you have to just pump out a lot of content. So just so you can, I think it's the best place to be found and known and grow your audience, your exposure. I believe Instagram is more for like the business side. I guess so, in TikTok as well, but I just haven't figured that part out. It's like two different audiences on my TikTok and my Instagram. And it's just like the interactions on Instagram and TikTok are so different. So, and it's way easier to make videos for me on that one, to be honest. TikTok is definitely the new age thing to grow on. And that's what I've been growing. So I took care of that. I posted like 3-4 videos on Instagram. I posted on my podcast clip. I always got to make sure that. So that, as social media, that side, I done that. And then I spent the rest of my time this morning just planning, going That's how I came to the conclusion of what I need to change and upgrade inside the Mind of the Champion course. The Inside the Mind of the Champion course is just the transformational course to change your whole mindset, to change your DNA, because it doesn't start with what you do on the court. It's everything off of that. It's how you treat your body, how you train, and all that. And I'm not here to say that it's you should just do. No, it is. I'm not the one that's going to babysit you and tell you if you no you. This is what you have to. This is what I've done. There ain't no sugar. I don't like this. I don't like the sugar code. So if you just no, follow the steps, do the things, and it will inevitably, your work won't fail you. That's the work you have to put in. If it says do this every single day for a month, I believe one of the challenges in there is a 30-day challenge of, hey, can you get up and say your affirmations every day and every night? And then you can't say, oh, it won't work, because if you don't follow the steps, you've already put yourself behind because you're not following the stuff. Can you follow instructions quickly? Teams get rid of people who can't follow instructions quickly. You can't pick up plays quickly if you can't think sharper. These things help build that system in you so you can continue your basketball career and continue with what you're trying to get done. So it's a mental building. It's changing your whole thought process, rewiring the gray matter in your brain to make you into a completely different person, that to create you into the person that is required for the life that you're trying to live mentally, so it can transfer in other aspects. So when you say, okay, if I've followed my 30-day plan, I know I have to get up and do this and do that every single day. Well, what does that also give you? Well, you know, I have to go work out and do this, or I have to make this project or whatever. You already have that characteristic built inside of you. And that's what the course is, basically turning you into the person that is unstoppable. Because you decided not to be stopped, because you have rewired yourself to not be stopped. And that is what I'm recreating. That was today's steps toward working on the vision, working on the brand, and working on building piece by piece. I have the audio book, 6 Months Straight to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. That is available. I have the video breakdown. It's a live gameplay of how I use these traits in real life, and I'm going through it through a video of live games and the thought process of what I go through in that. That is also an add-on. You can upgrade to that as well as that comes along with that is the audio book. Now the audio version, it has the live commentary. It has the live commentary between me and another pro for over 10, 12 years, 13 years now. And who better to talk about all this, because we've experienced it. That's over 20, we're speaking from over 20 plus years of experience together. 12 with me, 13 with him. That's 25 years of experience between two different people talking about the same thing, and in real raw format. So that was a part of building wealth today. Planning, that structuring, and it gets tiring. It gets a little annoying, but we do it. We do it anyways. I'm here today. I'm here right now. I'm doing it. I'm explaining. That's the mission. Do it anyways. Do it. I was laying in bed like, oh man, I ain't feel like doing nothing today, man. I just want to lay down around and BS for the rest of the day. But I'm here. And you know what? After this, I'm finna go hit the weight room. I don't care. 30 minutes. Don't matter. Do something towards the vision every single day. Okay, I don't want to go in there, but you know what? Let me go work on my body real quick. Let me go do that little extra. Let me do just a little bit extra. It's a day off. I can be doing whatever, but let me go get a little bit of extra work in. Because it compounds. And even though I can't see it, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Listen, man, that's all I got for today for the Money Playbook, man. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. I'll holler at you, man.